All right, guys, let's see if this is see if everything is connecting. Let's see if everything is hooking up fine. Give me a second, guys. It looks like everything is setting up just fine. I just want to be sure though. I think we're good. No drop frames. Looks like sound is good. Let's see here. Yep, looks like everything's fine. Copy that. There we go. All right, guys. All right. We're getting going. We are getting going. Oh, no. I got to change that. That is not what I wanted. See, so bad. Hold on, guys. So bad, guys. Let's see here. Let me see if I can edit this real quick. I don't know if I can even change it right now. Yeah, we'll just use the osmosis one. Boom. There, we'll save that. We'll change that there. Sorry about that, guys. We're trying to get everything settled in here. It's been a while since we've done a live stream. I didn't feel like editing anything today, so I just felt like maybe talking about it on a live stream. I'm going to be talking to you guys about Osmosis and JUNOSWAP, how I'm playing both of these dexes, and what I think a lot of people should be looking out for actually going forward. Look at that. We have my little, I don't know how to take that off my stream thing, my Steam thing, whatever it is. So yeah, I play video games every once in a while. Let's see here though. I think everything other than that is now looking good. I think we have everything changed. I didn't have a thumbnail ready, so I just threw up the osmosis. I threw up the osmosis signal, just like Batman. Yeah, guys. So we're gonna jump on into it. The first thing I want to talk to you guys about. Let's talk about the price action that we're looking at for Atom, because you know everybody wants to know what's going on the charts. This is on the 1 hour time frame. We're seeing a pretty good bounce, guys. We had some people doubting things. We had some shorters that were shorting the markets just earlier this morning as we were seeing a little bit of a decrease in price, and then we bounced right off where I thought we were going to be bouncing. Let me see here. This is where I knew that we'd find support. Just like I said in yesterday's video, I told you guys to look out for right around where we bounced as a level of support. We were going to come right back down here and retest, because with every pump there is a dump, and then we will find ourselves probably more than likely heading back up to retest this resistance. Again, we're looking at it on a daily time frame. So again, guys, this is Atom on the daily time frame. As you guys can see, this white line right here is our current resistance line, and then we have our pretty big support right here, which was basically just previous support and or resistance in recent price action on the chart for Atom. So that's how I drew that line right there, and right now it's holding up. We're just ranging in between there. So far so good. Everything is looking great, guys. We're actually going to go ahead and take a second to let everybody know that we're also streaming in the Discord group for Juno. Maybe some people might find this helpful as well. So let me go ahead and post that in the Discord group. I don't know if that's frowned about or not, but I'm going to do it anyway. We'll see. Paste. Watch, they're going to kick me from the Discord group just for posting this. I'm just trying to help y'all out. Let me see here. Boom. No. There we go. Hopefully we get some people pulled up over here. We'll see. There we go. All right, so we're going to take a look. We're going to take a look at a couple more things here. We were just going over the Atom chart really quickly. So far, so good, though. We did see ourselves bouncing quite well off that support level that I shared in yesterday's video. I told you guys we're going to be probably more than likely finding ourselves a bounce right around $36, $37. So far, so good. We might come down. We do need to find ourselves a little bit more volume coming in on the charts, but so far so good. As long as we're ranging right here, that's a-okay, guys. Anybody that's in the Cosmos ecosystem knows that this is a long game. So if we just go sideways, hey, we're gonna have our ups and downs. It's okay, so long as we're just kind of going sideways here, setting that level of support on the charts, and that is what we're doing right now as far as I'm concerned. Now we're going to go ahead and jump on into the Juno swap conversation as well as osmosis. I want to talk to you guys about what a lot of people are actually doing right now out there on these platforms. Now, I myself was fighting the idea of possibly sharing with you guys my total portfolio. I disconnected my wallet because I don't want to flex or anything like that. I don't think there's a point in actually showing totals or whatnot, but I did kind of want to drive the point. Everything I'm going to be saying in my video, anything that I ever say in my videos actually is something that I practice. I practice what I preach. I don't just say things. So I was fighting the idea of, just kind of showing you guys that I'm actually doing what I'm saying and that I'm quite large in osmosis. I believe in osmosis. It's a fabulous platform. I've said it time and time again, guys. I think osmosis is going to be one of the most used dexes in the crypto space here shortly. But then again, if you guys want to know why I think that, go back and watch my playlist. I've told you guys many, many times before, if you guys are regulars to my channel, of why I think it is. So if you guys want to know, just go ahead and check out those videos. And then also, I want to talk to you guys about a new dex that was just released just yesterday called JUNOSWAP. Now, in this one, I am going to show you guys my portfolio because it's such a low amount. I don't think it really matters. And I just kind of want to stress the importance of me practicing what I preach to you guys. Here on JUNOSWAP right now, since it is pretty new, there's not a lot of different tokens that you can swap in and out of. Excuse me, I'm very itchy for some reason today. I think it's because it's getting colder and colder and I'm getting dry skin. But right now, we do have a few tokens that you can swap in and out of. Let me see here. We have Atom, we have Luna, BTSG, or Bitsong, and then Osmosis, of course. And then, of course, you can do UST, which is great because we already have a stable here in this DEX. So again, guys, that's what we have right now. Again, it just was released yesterday. Right now, there is quite a bit of liquidity being transferred from Osmosis to the JUNOSWAP DEX. And that is a topic that I really want to talk about. That's actually the main topic that I want to talk to you guys about today, guys. As you guys can see, the liquidity is growing. And excuse me, I know this isn't dark mode. It's driving me crazy, guys. I wish we had dark mode. I know things will come with time, but why don't people just think like, hey, it'd be really nice to launch with dark mode, JUNOSWAP, dark mode. Come on, devs. I know. Look, come on, guys. It's not that hard. Dark mode. This is hurting my eyes. So again, guys, I apologize. If we could, we'd switch it on over. But we have quite a bit of liquidity over the past 24 hours already coming on in from not only just Osmosis, but from the Cosmos ecosystem into this DEX now. Reason number one why I think this is happening so quickly is because we've saw what happened with Osmosis. Now, if you guys weren't around for the launch of Osmosis, we saw humongous APRs to begin with, guys. We saw massive APRs. And so people were just aping in on the possibility of kind of like, farming those APRs and just being a part of those high APR rates. We saw things like at one point, 1,000 APR. It was selling down at 500 APR. Like if I just take pool one, which is the Atom Osmo pool, we had like 500 for a good while. It was at 300. It kind of leveled off at 200% APR for a while before coming down to where it is right now, which is right now 111%, a little over 111% APR, which is still really, really good, right? Anything over 50, in my opinion, is a really, really good APR rate. So people are really, really excited right now with the possibility of seeing that same type of APR here soon on the JUNOSWAP DEX. So I think that's why we're seeing a lot of people kind of ape in on providing liquidity on this DEX. Now, again, it's not a for sure thing. It's speculative. We're just speculating if they copy how Osmosis did, or even come close to what Osmosis did in the past, as far as JUNOSWAP performing in the future, we could expect or should possibly see some pretty good APRs being provided to us here shortly. Now, again, governance still has to happen. We have to vote on it, guys. So if you guys aren't aware of how that works, you have to stake your Juno in order to partake in governance. You have a voice in this whole system, guys. Make sure you guys actually exercise that voice by voting for whatever pools that you guys want incentives to be on, or for whatever topic that does come up in the governance at all. Just make sure that you guys are partaking in that. Another reason why I want to say that to you guys is because people who partake in governance, people who express themselves by using their right to vote in governance, sometimes are rewarded. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but Ion right now is just ripping faces in the Osmosis DEX. Look at it right now, guys. It was just recently at $20,000. If you guys don't know, over the past month, it was recently all the way down to $4,500. This is back in December 16th. It is ripped, and people were rewarded, Ion, for partaking in the Osmosis and governance, guys. So make sure that you partake in governance. Also, Neta Money, specifically talking about Juno, was airdropped to people who were staking their Juno, and also an added bonus is going to be given. It hasn't happened yet, but is going to be given here shortly to people who voted for all things that came up in the governance for Juno. So make sure that you guys definitely exercise your right and say something when it comes to governance, guys. You guys definitely want to do it. What's up, David? What's up, Jacob? No sound. Oh, there's no sound? My fault. Is there sound, guys? Is there no sound? No? Wait. Darn it. Hold on. Such a noob. There should be sound, right? Hopefully there's sound, guys. I really do hope there's sound. Yes, no? Jacob, let me know. Is there any sound? You hear me? Cool. Okay. So long as you guys can hear me. I don't care about anything else. So long as you guys can hear me, though. But yeah, what are we talking about? Governance. So make sure you guys do partake in governance. You guys want to be active when it comes to governance. And it's really, really easy, guys. All you guys got to go to is your delegator or your validator, whoever you're delegating to, and make sure that you guys vote on the topics that come up. Anyway, going back to liquidity, and that being our main discussion today. The thing I want to make you guys aware of, since I'm a very heavy user in Osmosis, again, I really wish I had the nerve to show you guys my portfolio, but I don't think flexing is, in any way helpful. The thing that I want you guys to notice, though, as liquidity shifts from this AMM or this DEX on Osmosis to JUNOSWAP, yes, there is the possibility of seeing us, 1,500 APR when APR is given to us, if it is given to us at all, on the JUNOSWAP DEX. But right now, the thing I want you guys to be aware of is look how the APR right now in these pools are rising as liquidity is leaving these pools and shifting on over to the JUNOSWAP DEX. It's all about balance, right? That's all about what Osmosis is. Osmosis gives and it takes, right? That's all of what, in essence, what Osmosis is, in a sense, right? It's just give and take. So just recently, we saw the APR for pool 1 all the way down below 100%. It's now back up 10% since that low. And I think it's because people were anticipating, what was going to be happening potentially in the JUNOSWAP DEX and unbonding, whether they were in a 1-day bond, 7-day bond, or a 14-day lockup on Osmosis. They were unbonding their assets there so that they can shift it and farm that liquidity over on JUNOSWAP, which is not a bad thing. Again, I'm not giving you guys any kind of financial advice. You do you, boo. I mean, I think farming liquidity is great. It's made me quite a bit of money. It's made my my portfolio triple in a couple of months. Farming liquidity in DeFi is just, that's how you make money, in my opinion, in crypto. But the thing I want you guys to be aware of is there's no governance just yet on JUNOSWAP. I'm not saying there's not going to be. I'm a big firm believer in JUNOSWAP. I'm a big believer in Juno. I've made past videos. You can find them all in my playlist down below on both Juno, both Osmosis and Osmosis. And I really do think that's the long-term play, guys. Really hold on to those tightly, in my opinion, or at least is my suggestion to you guys. But I do want to make you guys aware, we don't have any governance proposed just yet. We don't have any actual, set in stone APR plan given to us just yet. So this is all speculative. If people are moving the liquidity over here, basically just farming swaps, and that's it. Right now, that's all the reward you're getting for putting liquidity here in JUNOSWAP. Now, again, I'm not saying don't do it. I've already done it. As you guys can see, I've moved some of my liquidity on over here just so that I can farm those swaps. Any swap that takes place on this DEX, I'm getting a cut per my liquidity that I provided in those pools, right? And then I'm just hoping, I'm anticipating and hoping that we actually do get a pretty good APR percent given to us for being early liquidity providers on JUNOSWAP, much like we saw happen with Osmosis. Now, again, guys, right now, the pools on Osmosis are still giving out really good, incentives or APRs and even external incentives for some of these pools. So my point is, as we are shifting on over and seeing liquidity leave Osmosis, be aware that as liquidity leaves, the current APRs in Osmosis more than likely will rise, and we're seeing it with pool 1 being our lead example. It was, again, down below 100%. It's now back up to 111. So maybe think about leaving some liquidity in those pools. You know what I mean? Maybe not taking your full foot out of the pool. Leave a little bit in this pool of water and leave a little bit of this foot in that pool of water. And, maybe do it that way. It's just a subtle suggestion to you guys, something for you guys to think about. Right now, some of these pools are still doing really, really well. Namely, like I said, pool 1. And then we have, the Juno pools. Off the top of my head, I don't know where they were. I think they were like at 70-ish%. Yeah. So this has risen as well. You can see this pool has come back up to 77.3%. This is the Atom Juno pool. Same pool that you can find over here, Atom Juno pool, right? That pool has now risen back up to 77.3. And I'm anticipating as more liquidity becomes unbonded or unlocked here in Osmosis, that liquidity will shift on over to JUNOSWAP, which is all fine and dandy. But I'm leaving a little bit here as well because I'm thinking that this is probably going to go back up to, maybe 80-85% over the next couple of days as liquidity shifts on over to the new DEX, which is JUNOSWAP. Same thing with the Juno Osmos pool. Again, guys, I'm thinking that this is going to be going up again to 85% here shortly. So that's what you got to remember when you're farming liquidity. You can't just take your whole stack and then throw it over here. And then as things move, you got to take your whole stack and throw it over here. It's a moving target. Liquidity moves. Liquidity farming is always a moving game, guys. It's a living, breathing thing. The markets are alive. That's why they say that. So it's kind of hard to nail it or get that bullseye when that target is always moving when it comes to liquidity farming. So just something to think about as you guys are trying to get the best return, trying to get the best APR. Think about, maybe leaving your initial capital and using something like your rewards to throw over here in Juno. Because if our suspicions are correct and we are going to get that really big return in APR, what's going on, Nick? What's going on, brother? If we're going to be getting, that 1,000 or even 500% APR, it's not about the amount that you throw at it. I mean, yes, you're going to get rewarded more if you are correct and you do get, you throw 20K at it right away and we do get 1,000% APR, even if it's for a couple of days, that's humongous, right? But then again, what if we don't? So you're speculating on the chances, and I'm kind of more of a conservative guy, even though I am degening here in DeFi. I still like to make sure that I'm getting exposure as many ways as possible when I'm making moves with my portfolio. So again, guys, just something to think about. Look at the look at the Juno Atom pool. Watch it over the next couple of days. If it continues to rise, you're still getting a really good APR rate here where there's been a set standard on Osmosis for your liquidity. So think about that, all right? What's up, dude? What's up, Charles? What's going on, Ralph? Juno is on fire. Juno is on fire, guys. How many of you guys have provided liquidity? Have you guys went over there and swapped yet? I'm sorry. I know this is not dark mode. I said it earlier. If I could put it on dark mode, I would. This is hurting my eyes. I don't even think I need this ring or light right here with this. Pretty sure it's getting everything it needs. Getting all the light I need. But have you guys jumped in to JUNOSWAP yet? What'd you guys think? Have you guys taken out all of your liquidity in Osmosis? In the Juno pools there? How did you guys play it? I appreciate you all coming in, by the way. This is like one of the first actual live streams. I made a video, but I actually forgot to take off or disconnect my wallet. So it shared with you guys my whole portfolio on Osmosis. And I don't feel like flexing. I don't think that's like, you know, healthy or needed at all. So I was editing, and I was like, man, I'm just going to do a live video. Even though I'm horrible at live streams, I'm just going to do a live video and talk about what I wanted to talk about. They plan DPR is the truth. Yeah, DPR is the truth. DPR is the truth. Shout outs to DPR, guys. If you guys don't know who that is, it's a buddy of ours in our Discord group in Block 10 who has made amazing calls, guys. DPR is the main reason why a lot of us are actually deep in the Cosmos ecosystem. So if you guys want to actually join a good Discord group, check out the link below, guys. I just refreshed it today. So it should work. But check it out, guys. Come jump on in. They plan on putting dark mode on V2. I hope so. I hope they do it like really quickly. That's killing me. Haven't been able to get JUNOSWAP yet, unfortunately. Why? How come you can't get JUNOSWAP? You should be able to. It was out late yesterday. Late, mind you. I will say it was pretty late. Obviously, the people working on it's in America. But I put 2K in rewards and put it in the Juno Atom pool over there. Nice. Yeah, I think honestly, so here's another thing to think about too, guys. If you guys are new liquidity farming, when it comes to impertinent loss and all that stuff, because that's a big concern when you're talking about liquidity farming, right? You have to always worry about how things are correlated. One of the biggest things that was very beneficial in Osmosis, which we're going to use as our example, was pool 1. Atom Osmos is very well correlated to each other. When one moves up, the other one's going to move up with it. When one moves down, it's going to move down with it. Not like, let's just say recently Secret has been just mooning. And the pair, probably the Osmos pair, has not been moving as quickly, even though it's been doing fairly well. The Osmos pair with Secret hasn't been moving as fast. So you're going to get that IP when it comes into that pool, which, you know, again, you're still making gains, but you're actually getting a little bit of that exposure or that risk exposed to you in that pool. So you want to actually, again, this is just a suggestion. This isn't financial advice. You want to look for pools that have high APRs that are tightly correlated with each other, much like Atom Osmos was. That's why a lot of people have seen, or that's why we've seen a lot of liquidity stick with this pool. It's the highest liquidity in Osmosis by far. And if we take a look at the JUNOSWAP pool, you can see that the Juno Atom is very, very well correlated right now as well. It's having the higher liquidity being thrown at it right now compared to the Juno UST pool. Now, I'm not saying Juno UST is a bad play whatsoever. As you guys can see, I'm in both of them. I'm exposed to both of them. But you do want to pick the one that is going to be tightly correlated with each other, because if they moved in sequence with each other, you're going to not be exposed as much to that IP risk. So think about that when you guys are going forward with your guys' liquidity farm. They plan on putting out dark mode. Excuse me, I have to burp. Ooh, sorry, my coffee is good, so I'm going to be burping. I put 2K in rewards. Tank, would you advise putting some money on Terra UST liquidity pool if we see a longer bear market? It's like, what? Yeah, oh, you're talking about in Osmosis? What is it in Osmosis right now? Gosh, which one is it? The UST. Which one? What did you say? UST. Yeah, I mean, so both of them have pretty good APRs, right? Like you're looking at pool 560 and then versus 561. I'm going to be honest with you. I do have exposure to pool 560. That is my hedge against a bear market. That's also my hedge against my other pools that I'm in on Osmosis as well. I'm in a total of 6 pools right now. You know, 3 of them being obviously the Juno pools, the Juno Osmo pool, the Juno Atom pool. I'm in the Atom Osmos pool. Then, like I said, I'm in the UST Osmos pool. And then I'm also in CMDX. And then I'm also in another pool, which I can't even remember off the top of my head. But yeah, that pool, in my opinion, I think is a good pool, long-term pool 560. I also like, I'm not going to lie, I also do like the pool 561, but if I could get exposure with higher APR with relatively the same asset, it's not the same, obviously, because, UST is pegged and Luna has the possibility of going up much more. I would much rather have the UST pair, in my opinion, for now. When the APR changes, maybe below 100%, I might change my mind and move on over. But I'm also keeping a really good eye on the market on how Luna's moving. So again, let me just erase all of this stuff here. This is Luna recently, right? Luna's recently just been kind of in a downtrend, right? So again, we're on the 1 hour time frame. It kind of shows it quite well. If you guys can see here, we're still in a downtrend right here. Technically, we're still in a downtrend. We've had little wicks above it. Now, what I'm doing is just taking 2 touch points. I'm not counting this just yet because we haven't flipped it for sure just yet. But I've taken previous price action, used 2 touches, 1, 2, projected out. And this is what I'm seeing right now. Right now, we're still underneath that. And until we actually reverse this trend to the downside with Luna, I'd much rather stay with the UST pair and farm the higher APR than risk getting exposed to that IP or that impertinent loss being in the Osmo Luna pool. Because right now, even though Osmos is on the climb up, actually we can do this here, even though Osmos is on the climb over the past month, Luna is not. So I'm getting that risk exposure by being in that other pool, if that makes any sense. Hopefully that helps. Let me see here. Let me catch up. Yeah, Ralph. I don't know if that that helped at all. Jacob's in pool 1, 9, 560, 584, 6. What's 605? What is 605? 605. The hua hua. Ooh, guys. Yeah. Here's so my thing with hua hua is we already have, just for, this is just me. What I did with my hua hua is I just staked it. I mean, we're already getting a huge amount return back just for staking it, right? So I risk nothing for staking it. Absolutely nothing. It was free. I'll be honest with you, it's a meme coin. Even though, like, hey, we've seen other things happen, crazy things happen with meme coins, right? Like meme coins now that's really taken off. Let's just be honest with you, Doge, with SHIB and stuff like that. They're actually building use cases behind it. No matter what you feel or think about it, like they actually can become something, even though they have an infinite supply. They can literally burn it, or they can decide to do whatever they want to do with it because it has that potential. Same thing, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I need to do some more homework. But who was built on Juno? They could decide, if I'm not mistaken, to burn out, and just they can decide to initiate smart contracts. Maybe I don't know. It could be. I don't know that for sure. I haven't done any homework, like I said. But it's capable. Some crazy things could happen. So I see less risk just staking it. Now, of course, you're getting exposure to 118% APR being in that pool with Hua Hua Osmo right now. But again, I want to be in things that are more correlated with each other in my pools, in my conservative. And I'll be honest with you guys, I'm a conservative, even though I'm playing around in the DeFi sector of the world right now, or in the Cosmos world. I'm in DeFi, right? I don't know if you can actually say somebody's conservative and stick around in DeFi, but I am more of a conservative investor. I like to be in more sure positions than speculative positions. So that's why I just stake my Hua Hua right now. Let me catch up with chat real quick. Not mobile compatible, I don't think. JC said, haven't been, not mobile. You gotta, well, I guess, yeah, it's kind of hard. You gotta get yourself a cheap old laptop. Get yourself a cheap old laptop. You can find cheap laptops right now. Super worth the investment. It'll pay off. If you're in the right pools, it'll pay off. You'll pay for your laptop in a couple of days. You'll pay for your, I get I think anywhere between 44 to 49 Osmos a day. So you guys can do your own math right there on how big my portfolio is. Again, I'm not flexing at all, but I get somewhere around there a day. And I go buy a cheap one from Walmart and reap the benefits of having a laptop just so I can be exposed to Osmos. But yeah, buy a laptop, bro. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. Not mobile compatible, I think. Soon should be, though. There's so much things happening in the Cosmos ecosystem, especially, you know, on Osmosis with everything in the Cosmos ecosystem. There's so much to keep up with, guys. It's so hard. I try my best. We got a good group in our Discord that, like, we pound away with, do so much research there, guys. I'm serious. I'm not trying to, I am promoting, but like, if you guys are like-minded individuals, you know, not negative individuals, not toxic people or nothing like that. If you guys are all in that same mindset, feel free to check out that Discord link down below, guys. You guys are all welcome to come hang out with us. It's Block 10. We've got a bunch of like-minded, great individuals in there, all making money, hand over fist. That's what it's all about, right? We're just trying to make money. Not mobile compatible. JUNOSWAP have incentives of being early in the pools. Food for thought. Yeah. So again, Charles, so that's my biggest thing, right? That's why I've decided to put some liquidity there. Again, just to stress this again, we're speculating. We're speculating because it still actually has to happen. But if you guys were around for Osmosis, when Osmosis first launched, I mean, the early LPers, the early people that were in, you know, providing that support, providing that liquidity, were handsomely rewarded with high APRs, with airdrops. Again, I'm just going to use an example, guys. This is just amazing. Look at Ion. Look at Ion. It's blowing my mind what Ion is doing right now. I mean, not really. I could see it happening, but take a look at it. Like, honestly, back here in September, guys, at a low, right? Just recently in November, you guys could have got this just around $2,000. I kick myself every DPR or Dread, my boy here, Jacob, that's also in our Discord group. We talk about it all the time. They got Ion. I decided, because I was in other places now, again, you know, hindsight, whatnot. I'm not kicking myself all too much because I've done very, very well still. But I passed up the chance to do Ion because I thought I could get it at a lower price. And then I just forgot about it. And that was one of the biggest mistakes I've ever made on Osmosis, guys. With the new DAO that they're forming, with the governance that just passed. Now, I get it. It was a hot topic for a lot of people. Again, I have a lot of Osmo. I don't have any Ion. I will say, I believe in Sunny. I believe in the devs. I believe in this project. I believe in, you know, setting apart Ion from Osmosis and letting them do their own thing. I really do think it's a benefit. I really do think it's a benefit long term. Yeah, it might suck short term. But again, I think it's a benefit. Now, as an example, one, to go back to my original point, if you guys interact, if you guys are partaking in governance, if you guys are doing all of these things and providing liquidity early on, you might get handsomely rewarded if things don't necessarily repeat themselves in the crypto market, but come close to rhyming, which they do more often than not. We could also be seeing early liquidity providers and people who've been, supporting the swap or the DEX or AMM get rewarded quite handsomely. So just something to think about, guys. Definitely don't forget, if you guys are staking your Juno, also partake in governance, because we all know Net of Money was recently released, and the people who were partaking in all of the governance proposals that recently happened for Juno are getting a little bit of something just for completing all of the governance, for voting each and every time an issue came up. So again, guys, I can't stress it to you guys enough. Make sure that you're active. Make sure that you're partaking in what's happening. Having a voice in any society or in any setup is very, very valuable. And that's what you have when you have the chance to vote. Make sure you guys exercise that. Let me go back here. I'm going to take this off and go back to Osmosis because it's easier on the eyes. Gosh, it's so bright, guys. It's so bright. And I'm already needing glasses. Jacob has an ungodly amount. Oh, no, I was reading that. I thought he had that much Osmo in his pools. Thanks for sharing. My pool 605 started unbonding when it dipped below 300. Yeah. I take my Hula Hula rewards daily from the airdrop and convert it to Juno Osmo Secret Atom daily and put it into different pools. There's one way to do it. Definitely one way to do it. Being active. So again, I know I'm behind a little bit on, I'll try to catch up, guys. I know I'm behind in comments, but being very, very active when you're a liquidity farmer is the way to go. You can't be a lazy liquidity farmer. You really can't. Because it's moving. Like I said, right? The markets are alive. These APRs, they move, they change, they happen fast. You gotta be paying attention. Every epoch, whatever you want to call it. is a chance to reposition yourself. Yep, that's one way to do it. Yeah, for some reason, Liam is bullish on Hua Hua. Doge, I'm bullish on Hua Hua. I'm never selling what I got. Never. I'm just every 2 days I take it. Actually, while fees are really, really low, and that's kind of going back to Brian's post just recently, you might as well take your rewards while you get them daily and just roll them because fees are so low. You're paying next to nothing, guys. There's a thing called smart money. You know, it's like when interest rates are really, really low. And again, guys, I have quite a bit. I'm an investor in all sense of the word. I have medical practices that I own. I have real estate that I own. I have multiple different venues of income. I just like doing this because I like sharing it with everybody, right? I like doing my YouTube channel and sharing it. I don't need to, but I do it just because I like sharing with people my thoughts, which I'm not always right, but my thoughts. But again, going back to my point, there's a thing that we do as investors. We look for cheap, smart money. Like when things have been really, really low, I'm borrowing a whole bunch of money. I'm borrowing a whole bunch of money because it's cheap to borrow money. And then I'm reinvesting it into good assets. You know, it was the time to do that. I don't know about things right now with the Fed. They're saying that they're going to be raising interest rates. It's going to be interesting for sure. But, you know, it's while you have low fees, you might as well be rolling those rewards each and every day because it's costing you next to nothing to do so. You're just compounding. And Albert Einstein has said many, many times, and everybody already knows this because they say this same thing over and over, reminding everybody that when you can compound your money, that's the smart money. That's the best way to make money is when you can get your money to compound. So yeah, there's some truth. There's some real good truth to that. Big, heavy truth to that. Yeah, Liam is bullish. I'm super bullish, like I said, on Hua myself. The thing about it, they can change all it is a simple governance proposal to change it. You know, it starts off that way and then it gets support from the community, from the people, from the masses, and it snowballs into something else. Doge was never supposed to be what it is. Same 20 to 30 bucks a day. Yeah, Charles. Yeah, get those rewards. $20, $30 is big, especially when you're compounding that. Hell, I remember. I'm telling you guys. That's why so many people is switching on over to JUNOSWAP right now, right? Liquidity's moving on over here because I remember. I'm just telling you guys. You guys can just guess my portfolio, I guess. But when Osmosis was, you know, hitting those 500s, I wasn't admittedly in that 1,000 like my friend DPR, APR rates. APR is confusing me. But my friend Dredd, we call him DPR, when he was in it initially, like a lot of other people with Osmosis, when they were getting that 900% APR, 1,000% APR, I mean, they were making money hand over fist. I remember I was making $500, $600 a day in rewards. That's life-changing money for a lot of people. Life-changing money for a lot of people. And this is what this setup is right now, guys. Don't sleep on JUNOSWAP, the possibilities that are happening for JUNOSWAP. You know, again, we're speculating. It's not a guarantee. I don't know. I don't know nothing. This isn't an alpha leak or anything. I'm just saying if they come close to rhyming at all of what they did here on Osmosis, this could change your life. This could change your life. This could change a lot of people's lives. Literally. Capital works on mobile. Thank God. Yeah. Thank goodness. Even though I'll be honest, I don't use my phone for a lot of things. It weirds me out. PC's been down for a while. I'll be back. Osmosis made the Keppler wallet too. Their team. Keppler does work on mobile, but you can't claim Hua rewards on mobile. Was just out of town and had no weight to be on the PC. Got you. The Discord is lit. Yeah, man. Just like seriously, if you guys and I'm not trying to pull away. I'm in many different Discords. You know, obviously being a content provider here on YouTube, you have to be, you know, researching in every little hole. You got to stick your finger in every little hole you possibly can to get the information. There's so much information with the Cosmos ecosystem. It almost drives you mad trying to do your homework. But yeah, I'm in the Neta. I'm in the Juno. I'm in Osmosis Discords. They're all fabulous Discords. So much positivity there too. There's always bad seeds, but there's so much positivity over there. That's what we try to do in Block 10 and our Discord is we just try to, you know, we're all working towards the same goal. We just all just trying to make money. We're trying to get on a yacht. We're trying to forget our jobs. We're trying to, you know, just trying to make money, trying to utilize the things that are there for us while they're there. Again, guys, if you're in the Cosmos ecosystem now, consider yourself early, because after 2022, it's no longer early. The setup, the layup, all that stuff was the past years. Now we're going for the hole. Now we're going for the basket right now, guys. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. It was baked in. Seriously. Wish I would have got more, but did a bit. Yeah. Ion straight vertical. Yep. Jacob says, wish I would have got more, but I did put a bit. I can't read, but I put a bit into secret, so not complete loss, but damn those ion get. Yeah, the ion, dude, I'm telling you. Like, I try not to hindsight, anything, because that'll just wreck your mind, but I can't help it. When I look at ion, I'll go, oh, you should have bought. You should have bought. You should have bought. I bought 10K of Atom when they told me to buy ion when it was like 2,500. Not saying I made a bad decision, but I'm saying I made a bad decision. So again, that's a good thing to bring up, right? Charles says Neta's next. So again, guys, most people are going to be getting. Let me see here. See if I can bring up Neta over here. Nope, that's not it. Let's see if I can bring up Neta here. Neta money. Boom, boom, boom. We'll bring up the Neta money here. And then also, I think I can bring up, let me bring it up here too, guys. I'm going to bring up if you guys don't know, I'll actually, later on, I'll put a link down below. Or actually, if you guys want, you guys can put it in the comments to where you can check your airdrop amount for Neta, because that should be happening here next month, I believe. I think on the 1st of next month. I was guys, I'm not going to lie. I was super, super excited about the new year and getting our Neta drop, because if Neta does anything like Ion, which in my opinion, even though they have the DAO forming for Ion right now, Neta is set up to be a lot more bullish, have a lot more potential going forward than Ion does. Even though I will say I might eat my words here in a little bit, because they do have the DAO that was just passed just recently. Where is the Neta? I can't even find it anymore. I don't even know. I have so many things saved it here. I thought I had it saved. I guess not. Neta airdrop. Airdrop. Oh, let's see. Whatever, I can't find it. I'm sure you guys already have it. It's not, I don't see it in my thing. I'm not going to worry about it too much. Anyway, we're looking at the Neta, guys. Let's take a look at these. Take a look at this right here. Look at this. This is a black paper. It's not a white paper, right? I love how they did that, by the way. It's only 3 pages long. And all you need to know is right here on the second page. Guys, it's a store of value. There's only so much Neta. On the airdrop, only so much of it's getting let out. I'm telling you guys right now, if you guys sell your Neta, let me know in the comments. Or if you guys intend to sell your Neta when it's released, put it in the comments so I can defriend you, so I can ban you. Like, I think, I'm just joking. I'm not going to ban you. But I really do think that would be the worst thing you could possibly do. I really do think that'd be the worst thing you could possibly do. Neta, I think, has so much upside potential. We just need JUNOSWAP for OmniFX on mobile. OmniFX is super. Shout outs to OmniFX, the guys over there at OmniFX. I actually do stake my Juno with OmniFX and their team. I really do like not only their staking platforms and whatnot, because they're actually doing some pretty bullish things behind the side, but I actually do want to do a interview with them sometime soon. So guys, if you guys by chance see this, I will be messaging you, or feel free to message me as well. I would love to do a video with you guys. Banhammer. Yeah, if you guys are selling your Neta, banhammer. Don't even talk to me anymore in 2022. Don't even talk to me. Hua forever. Yeah, don't, like, honestly, guys, if you guys don't need your Hua, I wouldn't sell it. It could turn out to be something amazing. Amazing. Think about it. It's the first ever meme coin in the Cosmos space. We've seen what other meme coins have done. Cough, cough, Doge, cough, cough, SHIB. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Everyone have a great day. Ralph, you have a good one. Juno strong. Stay strong, guys. Stay strong. I keep going back over here to see if the liquidity is rising. Yeah, it's rising. Yep, it is rising ever so slowly. Another 1,500 was just put into the liquidity pool over here. Again, guys, I apologize. We're all just going to have to go blind. We don't have dark mode on JUNOSWAP just yet. Gosh, I'm so excited about providing liquidity over here. I really am. I'm super bullish for Juno. Guys, again, if you guys want to know why I'm super bullish for Juno, I made a super... I don't want to, that sounds conceited. I thought I made a super... I don't make good videos, to be honest with you guys. This is just me. I don't do this. I'm a power lifter and I practice jiu-jitsu. I'm an investor with other things. Like I'm not good with making things and stuff like that. So I make videos and every once in a while when I edit them well, I think I make a good video. So I was going to say I made a really good video. It's on my playlist telling you guys why you guys should be super bullish for Juno going forward. Guys, do yourself a favor. If you guys really want to know the ins and outs of the Juno tokenomics, the Juno ecosystem, and the bullishness that is Juno, go check it out. You guys will be happy you do. I am holding my Juno long term for at least for the next 12 years. Just for the 12 years. I mean, and let's talk about it, guys. Let's go to the docs real quick. This is why I'm holding Juno for 12 years. And if if you different strokes, different folks, you gotta sell. You do you, boo. But like, honestly, let's just take a look at this right here, right? This is the inflation rate over the next 12 years. Now, whenever something gets dropped, like Evmos is going to have a pretty high inflation rate when it first gets dropped. When things get dropped, they have usually a pretty high inflation rate. Right now, we're sitting at 40% for the first year. Then it drops, guys, to 20% in year 2. Then it drops to 10% in year 3. Already in 3 years, you're making huge strides tokenomic wise. Then after year 3, we go into these phases right here where it drops to 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. And then you guys can see the max supply. It just the tokenomics and the way that it was fair dropped. You guys, if you guys, again, I keep using sayings here, right? But there's a reason why they say these things. If things don't necessarily repeat themselves but rhyme, look at other smart contract plays. None of them have the initial setup like Juno has. None of them. And plus it's backed by the Cosmos Hub, built using the Cosmos SDK and all the benefits that come with that. Guys, Juno is set up to do very, very, very well. Just economically, just by the tokenomics, just by the way it was given to the people. If you guys, and again, different strokes, different folks, but if you guys can wait it out for 12 years, look at the valuation in ETH. Look at the valuation of BNB. Look at other things. Again, BNB built using the Cosmos SDK. Crow built using the Cosmos SDK. Look at how the growth has scaled in just such a short amount of time. If you can literally wait it out and you don't actually need this money to feed yourself, pay your rent, sit on it. Not financial advice, but sit on it. Stake it. Earn it. You guys will be in a much better position in 12 years. A much better position in 12 years. Actually, let's go ahead and take a look real quickly at what Juno has already done. Guys, we have our ups and downs. And again, it's kind of hard. I hate using these sometimes. And I'm just going to say this before I actually show you guys the whole chart. Because whenever something gets released, there's always people that sell off. People who are just don't have conviction. They, for whatever reason, feel like they need to sell. Look at any chart, guys. We can go to, like, when Coinbase first listed, really stocks are like the best example, right? Whenever something gets listed, they have their initial dump. Look at that dump from all great, just died. Because people who front run these VCs, these people that were allocated, these people that were given seed allocations way back when it was first being established, they're going to sell. They're going to sell when IPOs, when initial listings come out, they're going to sell. That's not how Juno was set up. That's not how Juno was set up at all. So again, you don't really have to worry about that dump ever happening. It's up, up, and away. Now let's go ahead and take a look at, that's Juno. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Juno chart in its entirety and talk about that. From when it was listed here, back here on October 4th, you guys could have got it at $3.63. And again, we didn't have that initial dump, right? Because of the way that it was fair dropped. Boom. Now, translate that growth. Do the percent. I'm not going to do it right here, but you guys can do it in your head. Let's just say if you caught that bottom right there, $3.12, right? To where we are right now, $16.25. That's over just a couple of months. Think about Neta. Think about Neta. Think about how scarce Neta is. If you guys sell your Neta, don't talk to me. just don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Anyway, I know I went on a rant. You're floating. I know, guys. I'm sorry. Like this, I should actually take it off because I'm gonna take it off because I'm not actually listening to it to anybody anymore. It was actually in the Discord, but now I have ears. PX says, how do you approach finding the best validator for delegating and staking? Honestly, so the best way to find it, it's going to take a little bit of digging on your part, is really on Twitter. Being on Twitter and actually being active in the Discord groups is the best way to do it. Let me go ahead and just bring up the Discord right here. I'm just going to go ahead and share it with you guys real quickly. But going over here and just getting involved in these groups right here, that's the best way to do it. When you guys see a protocol or project or something, they usually will have a Discord group, Telegram group, or something like that. Get involved in them. Get involved in them. Find out everything you can about them. Do your homework about them. And then usually in those Discord groups or those groups that you're involved in, they will have bits of information on who's validating and who's doing what service for that platform or protocol. And then it's on you to actually see how they voted in the past. Recently, there's been some developments that show how people or validators vote. But you want to align yourself with people who are going to be like-minded, right? It would make no sense. Nobody wants to put their hard-earned money with somebody that doesn't think like them. Like, you wouldn't feel safe doing that. So you want to just find, first a validator, in my opinion, who has been around for a while, maybe. You want to find a validator a lot of times in the Cosmos ecosystem that is outside of the top 10. Now, they say that a lot before, that you want to find validators that are outside of the top 10 because a lot of them before in the Cosmos ecosystem were centralized. That's not really the case all so much right now, because if we go to here and we go to governance, even for Cosmos, you can see, if we go to the stake, a lot of those, like you can see Kraken is number 4, Coinbase is number 3. Before we had Binance that had a whole bunch of them. If you scroll down this list, you'll see those big centralized exchanges held or have held quite a bit of positions in the top 10. So that's why that saying was, do it outside of the top 10, because then you're actually promoting decentralization. You're not, you're not stuck with the centralized exchanges that really don't care about you all too much or care about decentralization. They're really just trying to make money off your back. But that's where that was. So you want to find one that aligns with one that's been around for a while, 2 that's outside of the top 10, 3 that aligns with your mindset. So again, getting involved in those Discord groups, finding them on social media platforms like Twitter, and seeing how they vote per previous issues that have come up in governance. Like if I go over here to Osmosis and I go to governance and I see something like, I'm just using it for an example. Like right here, this was a very controversial one, the Ion DAO, right? A lot of people did not want this to happen because they thought that was going to be taken away from the Osmosis treasury, which, again, I'm not going to get into all of that. But right now you can actually find out, and a lot of times on Twitter, those validators that are validating for Osmosis will come out and they'll say, this is how we voted. And you want to align yourself with the people who have the same mindset as yourself, because again, you don't want to put your money someplace where you're going to be uncomfortable. But yeah, that's my top 3 ways to find a good validator is find those 3 things first. I focus on voting power, commission. Yeah, and again, commission is a big thing too. Floating head looks dope. What do you think would happen if we dive in a bear market? Do you think people will dump their Juno and Atom massively? No. I think the Cosmos ecosystem has the best hedge right now against a bear market, and that's just because of all the developments that are going to be happening here shortly. not just for, the DEX, not just for Osmosis with Superfluid staking and all that stuff, but really the biggest one is shared security. Again, guys, I made a video. It's in the top 3 reasons why I'm super bullish are all in my playlist. If you guys want to know why, it's because of shared security, interchain security, Superfluid staking, and again, just everything else that's happening here shortly. Again, the Evmos development that's happening, that's the ETH bridge linking both the Cosmos ecosystem, TVL or total value locked, which is second in comparison to the Ethereum total valuation locked or ecosystem. Once those humongous ecosystems that have the biggest valuations locked into their ecosystem are available to communicate with each other without effort, that's going to be a game changer, not just for the Cosmos ecosystem, but for the Ethereum ecosystem as well. So there's just so many bullish things happening right now for the Cosmos ecosystem for me to think that there's any other place that I would much rather put my capital or portfolio. And again, I practice what I preach. I have hundreds of thousands of dollars in the Cosmos ecosystem, literally hundreds of thousands of dollars in the Cosmos ecosystem that are in multiple different positions in the Cosmos ecosystem because there's so many bullish setups in the Cosmos ecosystem. But I think honestly the Cosmos ecosystem is the best place to be in a bear market potentially coming. Like, again, I don't even necessarily think we're in a bear market just yet. I think there's a bunch of things happening geopolitically right now that are making things, spooky. Again, I'll catch up to chat in just a little bit, but I think it's really important. Let me share with you guys some charts. Now, keep in mind while I share with you guys this, I am a chartist, but I'm also a fundamentalist. I invest into things that have great fundamentals, technology that will change the world, and then I also invest into strength as far as the charts go. So let me share with you guys the chartist inside of me when I share with you guys what I have on the BTC chart, because again, this is the chart that we all need to look at. We can just stare at Atom all day long and just ignore everything else and see the strength right here. But let's be honest, right now, we're still pretty much tied to what happens with BTC. So if BTC dumps, it goes into a bear market. We're going to be seeing some selling pressure in on Atom, even though I said Atom's ecosystem or Cosmos ecosystem is the best place to be. If we do get that, I do, we'll still admit that we are still, tied to what happens with BTC. So this is what I've shared in my Discord group with all my mates, and I still will stick with this until this, changes. I'm not going to change my position. If this dips down, this is the first DCA zone, and it's held up quite well so far. As you guys can see, every single time that we've come down to it, we've popped up off of it. I will DCA a little bit here. If we come into here, this is a full-fledged bear market. I don't think it's going to go below $30,000 ever again, ever. If we do, for some whatever reason, get that chance though, because there's always that chance, I will buy a crap ton of BTC right here. A lot. As much as I possibly can. As much as I possibly can. But right now, everything's still holding up quite well. Nothing's changed. This is what I'm looking at as far as BTC goes. This is what it looks like on the daily. As you guys can see, we're still just ranging. I don't think it goes below $29,000. If it comes below here, this is where we're going to find a big level of support, which is going to be $16,000 to $20,000. And that's because on the weekly, you can see that it lines up with that SMA right here. Boom. It's pretty simple. I like to keep things really, really simple when I chart things. Right now, we're still looking pretty good. We're still looking pretty good. And another thing I kind of want to just touch base with you guys about when I talk about charting and long term and stuff like that. Like, I follow a lot of things geopolitically. I follow a lot of things in the news, right? And again, I have many different investments, not just crypto, that are affected by geopolitical developments and whatnot. If you ever get concerned, just look at the Dow Jones. Honestly, we're on the weekly right now, and I'm zooming out as much as I can. I made a video not too long ago about not being fooled or whatnot. This is the Dow Jones, and yeah, we're seeing some red right now. We're seeing some ebbs and flows, but it is what it is, guys. And the charts never lie. People will lie to you. The governments will lie to you. That's what they do. I'm serious. I'm not trying to be political, but that's what they do. They'll tell you one thing and they'll do a complete different thing. But if you look at the Dow Jones, right? Even through all the ebbs and flows here, what have we been in? We've been in nothing but an ultra bull market. If you have the long enough time horizon mindset, you've been seeing gains, you know, hand over fist, especially if you were investing here when we were going sideways. Throughout all the crashes, throughout all the dips, throughout all the, oh no's, this is it. Life is over. Boom, Corona. We've been in nothing but a bull market. Don't believe me? Let's take another measurement of the markets and health of the markets. This is the NASDAQ. Yeah, we've had a huge crash right here, right? Back in 2000. Huge crash. Oh, no, that's it. We had a huge crash right here. Oh, no, no, no. If you zoom out on the charts don't lie to you. We're in nothing but an ultra bull market. I don't believe the narrative that it's all doom and gloom. Yeah, maybe short term, whatever. But that's why we're in DeFi. That's why we're in the positions that we're in, right? Because we're making money while we're waiting it out. We're compounding. We're not just sitting in this crappy stock market, which still looks really good in my opinion. Throughout all of this, throughout all the ups and downs, it's still an ultra bull market. Let's go to the SPX. Same thing. These are the biggest indicators of how the market's health is currently, right? And the narrative right now from every direction is Feds are going to increase interest rates. This is it. Deflation, blah, 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 blah. Oh, really? Oh, really? Because if I zoom out, I don't see it. I really don't see it. Yeah, if you hyper focus here, you go back down to the 15s and all that stuff. But if you're a true investor, you consider yourself a real investor, you want to make life-changing money, money that will change the course of your family and its trajectory in history as far as wealth goes, you got to have a longer time horizon. Wealth isn't built in a day. Very few people are able to do that. You got to wait it out. Now, you guys want further conviction to my argument? I know I'm going down a rabbit hole. This is the DXY. Now, I know you guys have probably seen this with everybody else, but the charts don't lie. I've done my homework. At one point, this was all broken down into literally what political party was in charge of the House, the Senate, the presidency. I had it all. I had it all mapped out. And what I found is it doesn't matter. None of it matters. None of it matters. We've been in a decline with the strength of our dollar, which means we're sucking wind when it comes to the dollar. You don't want to hold this asset long term. You don't. We've had our two touches. 1, 2. We projected out. Even if we rally here next couple of years, I don't see it breaking the trend ever. All I ever see is it just dying off. It's too far gone. It's too far gone. But yeah, so again, I'm sorry. I went down a rabbit hole there. Yeah, I mean, I think the Cosmos ecosystem is the best place to be as far as the bear market goes. What bear market? If this is the bear market right now, you guys should pat yourself on the back. You guys should really pat yourself on the back. Because if you go to the daily right now, all we've been doing is basically ranging, right? If this is the bear market, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Because that's where we make life-changing money, right? LPing and being in DeFi is all about being in the bear market, being in the bear market. That's where you make the most money in liquidity pools. In our positions in JUNOSWAP, in OSMOSIS, that's where we make the most money. Seriously, that's when you want to be accumulating. That's when you want it. When everybody else is fearful, that's when you should be greedy. When everybody else is greedy, that's when you should be fearful. If this is where we need to change our mindset and really think long term and project out, this is where we do it. And so far, we've been doing really, really well. Let me put another thing into perspective right now, okay, guys? Really quickly, the Cosmos ecosystem. This dotted line right here, this is on TradingView. This is on the daily. Let me just show you guys some heavy stuff right here. Now, visuals are heavy, right? Because everybody can relate to visuals. So I'm just gonna share it with you guys. It's a really easy visual, actually, if I can find it. Right here. Oops. Oops. I fucked it up. It still fucked up. Anyway, there. It still serves its purpose. Right here. Let me change the color. These people in this box, those people are the only people not in profits right now. They're the only people not in profits. But if they're in DeFi right now, it probably doesn't matter because they've been getting rewarded every single day in Osmosis. Hopefully soon in JUNOSWAP. They probably have leveled out. They probably leveled out if they had positions here and were just practicing DCAing, which everybody should. You should never put all of your eggs in one basket. Never do that. Never do that, because then you get stuck there waiting and it sucks. But if they just were DCAing, think about it, guys. If you were just DCAing into the Cosmos ecosystem, seriously, Just DCAing. A little bit right there. You know, a little bit right here, a little bit right there, a little bit right there, a little bit right there, a little bit right there. Every single day, you just had a little buy bot going. You just buying. You're in massive profits. Massive profits. Just saying, we're in the best ecosystem you could possibly be in. I know I ran on a rant. I'm sorry. I did. I went on a rant. Stephanie, I hope you that... I have a sister named Stephanie, by the way. I love that name. Hope that answers your question. I'm sorry I went on a rant. Bro, I can't wait to start getting guests on here. I can't, Jay. I want to start... I want to start getting a lot more involved, a lot more live streams and guests and stuff like that. Validators, you know, other content creators, and also devs on the stream. And that, really, I'll be honest with you, I love DeFi Times. I love Liam. I love Cryptocito. Cryptocito was a really big inspiration on why I decided to start streaming. But I'll be honest with you, there wasn't very many North American Cosmos content creators that I knew of. So I just kind of wanted to bring that mindset, that aspect to Cosmos. I think they do a fabulous job, though. PX says, in a true bear market, everything will dump massively. A couple of coins will dump less. BTC, ETH, Atom. Yeah, I mean, it's already been proven, right? Like, again, don't take my word for it. Just look at what I just shared with you guys. Like, literally, if I took all of this noise off right here, and you just went off this line right here, if we are in a bear market, at least in the Atom ecosystem, in the Cosmos ecosystem, show it to me. Because there's only a few people right now that are sucking wind. You know, could change. I don't know at all. I'm just saying the charts don't lie. I'm just looking at the charts. Fundamentally, we already know, super bullish for Cosmos. DCA and go for the 5-10 year hold. That's right. That's right. Data knows. Data knows. Peace out, brother. You're probably already gone, but peace out, man. I appreciate you stopping by. Guys, don't forget, subscribe. It definitely helps me out. I'm not going to lie. I am trying to grow, but it also helps the Cosmos ecosystem, which in turn helps us all out. I think the more people get exposure to what's happening in the Cosmos ecosystem, the better. So please help me out, guys. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Also, we'll have you know, when you do subscribe, I am giving away a 50-inch flat screen TV and a MSI 2060 GPU once we hit 1,000 subscribers. I've been mining ETH for some time. I have like 30 cards that are mining ETH. When ETH 2.0 goes away, and actually here soon, it's been getting less and less profitable to mine ETH. Still profitable right now, but I'd rather give back to the community than resell them on the market. So definitely do me a favor, do yourself a favor, do everybody a favor. Like the video, subscribe. Your content is fire. I appreciate it, Jay. I really do. I really do appreciate that, man. Trying. I'm not as well spoken as some of the other people. Definitely not very good at live streams. Like I said, this is one of my first real live streams that I've done, but I appreciate it. One of these days, maybe I'll have the nerve to show you guys my portfolio in depth and share with you guys my strategies. I should actually. I've been getting a lot of responses asking for specific content, which I want to get into. It's hard, though, to show examples of strategies when you actually don't have your own profile up. You know, maybe I could, but it's definitely, you know, show by example. Visuals is always a lot hard hitting, so. Don't even have to wait 5 years or 12 years. Yeah. Well, with Juno, though, if you're patient, that 12th year, man, that 12th year. Yeah, but I think, honestly, just by tokenomics for Juno, I think we have a really, really good chance, guys. I think we have a really, really good chance to change your lives if you guys are holding on to Juno long term. I mean, it's just such a good structure. And the team behind it, let alone all of that stuff I just said, the team behind it. If I could be behind any other team, I mean, it would be this team in the Cosmos ecosystem all day, every single time. To the moon, Charles says. To the moon. Juno is great, but I'm scary that the developers don't see the potential of Juno, and kind of refuse to build. It's still new. It's still new. Stephanie, it's still new. It really is. I think it's. So when you think about innovation, right? Like I know a lot, again, I don't want to be that guy, that YouTube streamer that just keeps using analogies that other people have used, but it really is. It's a really strong and good one to use. When you think about technology and the innovations behind technology in the past that have, you know, changed our life, that have really changed our life. and the opportunities that were there to invest in those innovations and technologies that were being developed. Think about things like the will. Think about the will. Like, so, there's always that guy, the caveman, thought that when you think about people inventing the will, like, I made a will. Like, but you think about it, goes back all the way back. So you invent something, it's not necessarily the will that gets people super ultra rich. Now, of course, the will did get a lot of people super rich, but it was everything that developed around the will over time as they figured out what they could do with it, that took time, that made that innovation or that discovery super valuable, right? That's what actually made that will, or a lot of people that invested in the will, a lot of money, right? Again, and it also made a lot of people around that innovation or technology a lot of money. So it takes time. Whenever you put something else out, like I always talk about the battery when it comes to personal, family, and friends when I'm explaining crypto. Think about batteries and the technology behind it. When batteries first came out, there wasn't a lot of the things that we have right now that people used batteries for. Like, there definitely wasn't in the phone. There definitely wasn't. You guys probably don't even, that these recorders, these handheld recorders that take batteries, there wasn't even these things. There wasn't Walkmans. There wasn't any of these things that took batteries, but these were all invented around the technology of being powered by a battery, right? And that's where all the money came. So it takes time, and these things don't just pop in overnight. You gotta give technology that is going to change the world time to change the world. And I definitely do think that Juno is one of those technology, and it's not new. Again, I will say that I'm not like totally blind. It's still smart contracts. It's just the tokenomics behind it is a lot more suited for us to win long term than whoever got into ETH. I made a video when I was explaining how investors invest in things when we're talking about VC funds and stuff like that. Again, I'm an investor in many different things. I've had my fair share of investments that were early on in projects that I did very, very well in. But you get allocated equity for investing into innovation. And when that actually hits, as far as innovation goes, you want to see your initial allocation reward you. So that's why those big dumps happen, right? Because those seed investors, those angel investors that were allocated equity just dump on you. And that's why Ethereum is always going to have their issues. Not to say they're not also having technical issues, but as far as like their tokenomics go and their fundamentals, there's those seed investors, those people that are front running us all way before we even knew that we had a chance to buy Ethereum, So that kind of sucks. Juno doesn't have that. So we just got to be patient. We just got to be patient. Again, I'm sorry I go down rabbit holes, but I'm not worried about it at all. I'm not worried about it at all. And if you guys are worried, again, just go back and take a look at price action, right? Are you guys really worried? Again, just a couple of months ago, you could have got this at $3.80. I'm not worried at all. At all. I'm happy. Let's go into other thing, Banhammer. DCA and go for the 5 to 10 year hold. Peace out. This fire tank. I think I already read that. I bought all at $4.44. I was so proud that you did. Stephanie, again, I'm sorry that I rant so much. I need to have like a buzzer or something like that, like something like on Twitch or something like that, where you guys can like just buzz me and be like, stop talking, you're ranting. Can we get Neta on JUNOSWAP? Not yet. You will. We can't even get Neta just yet. Not until the 1st of next month. 100K to 100 mil incoming. Yeah, Nick. Nick is a good buddy of mine, as well as Jacob and DPR. Again, guys, if you guys want to join the Discord group, feel free. Block 10, you guys are all welcome. As long as you guys are like-minded individuals with positive minds who are all just trying to make money and be helpful, I invite you all. But yeah, 100K, totally doable in the Cosmos ecosystem. To 100 mil, totally doable. How do you have a video on... Hey, do you have a video on how to unstake and look at rewards by chance? Yeah, I mean, Armando, really don't need to make a video of it. I can just... Are you talking about unstake or like on your staking or just in osmosis? Because that's two different things, right? Like in your pools, you got to unbond, which is really easy. You just unbond on the side here. Just unbond or add remove. It's right up there if you're on the osmosis. If you're talking about actually being in screw it. I'll just share it with you guys. If you're talking about just being like in staking Juno, it's real simple. It's right here. This is OmniFlex. Come on. This is what I'm staking on OmniFlex. Just right there. Undelegate, redelegate. Just hit one of those buttons, whatever you want to do. Super easy. I don't know who you stake with though, so it might look different. OmniFlex has a really, really good setup here. I like it. But yeah, you can just get like, you know, you go stake here. You can choose your validators. This is where you do your homework. You go ahead and just take a look at how much they got delegated to themselves, their commissions. You go take a look at like how they voted before, what their stance is on things. But super easy. Go back to the dashboard. You can stake your tokens, claim your tokens. You know, delegate, unstake. Pretty easy. Never selling those, by the way. Never selling those. But yeah, guys, now I feel like I'm just kind of jibber jabbering, just kind of ranting here. But the whole point was to this video talking about the Osmosis DEX and the JUNOSWAP DEX right now, guys. A lot of liquidity moving from Osmosis into the JUNOSWAP DEX, which is great. Actually, look at that. Look at that, guys. Over almost $79,000, almost $80,000 worth of liquidity in just streaming this stream now has moved into this first pool, the Atom Juno pool, guys. That's amazing. That is amazing. So again, guys, everybody that's providing liquidity right now, you're getting swap fees. Anybody that's coming into that pool, you're getting those swap fees, guys. So it's something to think about as you guys are waiting for APRs. But again, just to stress my point, the whole reason why I made this video is to talk about, you know, think about not overextending yourself, moving your liquidity from this DEX to the other, to the JUNOSWAP DEX. Again, right now we're still getting really good APRs, and as you guys can see, the Juno APRs are rising. They're rising as people are leaving, as liquidity is leaving these pools. You're going to get rewarded a higher APR rate because there's less and less people taking from those pools. So again, that's how osmosis works, right? It's a give or take. As people are leaving these pools in search of higher liquidity elsewhere, which right now is still you know, something that's not for sure yet. We still have to vote on it. Still actually has to come. But in anticipation, people are moving over there. As it's leaving, people that are leaving their liquidity here in osmosis pools should see those APRs start rising a little bit. So just think about that as you guys are moving. Just think about that as you guys are moving. Maybe never overexpose yourself totally in one position. Try to have a little bit, you know, set here, a little bit set there. Like I've said before, but my portfolio, I have hundreds of thousands of dollars in the Cosmos ecosystem, but they're all spread about, you know, in my, per my risk reward and per my own acceptance level of risk. So just think about that going forward. Not financial advice. Everybody has their own ideas, different strokes, different folks. You guys got to do what you guys got to do. And that, guys, I think I'm going to end the stream. I really do appreciate you guys all coming by. If you guys appreciated it, please do me a huge favor. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Again, you could win a 50-inch flat screen TV and or an MSI 2060 GPU once we hit 1,000 subscribers. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. If you have a shippable address and you're one of those lucky winners, I will ship it to you guys absolutely free. Support the Cosmos ecosystem when you do subscribe. With that being said, guys, be on the lookout for the next video. Love you guys to death. Peace. Peace out. Bye-bye.